Greetings, my fellow freedom sovereign thinkers. This is L3's News Podcast. My name is Craig, transmitting from the beautiful Swampy Mangroves of South Florida. And today's date is Saturday, June 22nd, 2019. So let us begin. Good day, my friends. Thank you for tuning in. And I'm just kicking back right now in the heart of downtown Fort Lauderdale. I'm at Catholic Collective, located at 100 North Federal Highway, Suite C4-3 in the downtown area, which the actual facility is in the area of Northeast 7th Avenue and East Broward Boulevard, which is the southwestern corner of Victoria Park. I actually live over there. I live in that area. Pretty cool. It's like suburban, but it's not. So I'm just going to do something a little bit brief here. Let's have a few things. I'm going to do something a little brief here, and just got a couple other things in my mind. May just do later on today or tomorrow, but right now it's like everything to be announced. However, we're going to be actually talking about, oh shoot, oh, right there, came off the AmericanFreePress.net, and this one here. It says here, the USS Liberty cover-up proves the power of the Israel lobby. And it came out today. And written by Paul and Craig Roberts. But the preamble here says, after 57 years, there are 34 sailors killed and 174 wounded. After 57 years? No, actually it should be 52. That's an error on that part. Wounded in Israel's unprovoked, outrageous attack on USS Liberty, continue to deserve justice, and for the public to know the truth about America's best friend in the Middle East. Here's what we have to say here. Earlier this month, the U.S. celebrated the 75th anniversary of D-Day, which accolades the armed forces and to thanks the surviving veterans. The country stood strongly with the military, but June 8th, 2 days in the 52nd anniversary of a day of shame when Washington turned his back on the U.S. Navy. It was June 8, 1967, when the USS Liberty, a surveillance ship stationed off the coast of Egypt, was attacked by Israeli fighter aircraft and torpedo boats. The Israelis were unable to sink the Liberty, but managed to kill 34 American sailors and wound 174. 70% of the crew were casualties of the Israeli attack. The White House, fearing the Israel lobby, prevented the U.S. Navy from going to the defense of the Liberty, thus sacrificing American lives, and further dishonored the U.S. Navy by ordering Admiral McCain, the father of the late Senator John McCain, which is Republican from Arizona, which is actually Senator John McCain III, okay? Just to let you folks know. To orchestrate a cover-up, the surviving crew were threatened with court-martial and imprisonment if they spoke about the event. It was 20 years before one of the surviving officers wrote a book about the greatest act of shame the U.S. government ever inflicted on the U.S. military. In 2003, 36 years after the Israeli attack on the Liberty, Admiral Tom Moore, former chief of naval operations and chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, convened the Independent Commission of Inquiry into the Israeli attack on the USS Liberty. The call of military rescue support aircraft while the Liberty was under attack and subsequent cover-up by the United States government. The commission consisted of Moore, General Raymond Davis, former assistant commandant of the U.S. Marine Corps, Rear Admiral Merlin Staring, former Judge Advocate General of the U.S. Navy, and Ambassador James Atkins, former U.S. Ambassador to Saudi Arabia. You can read a report online at Wikisource, for example, by searching the Murrah Report. So definitely, folks, check that out when you have the chance. I just improvising right here on this matter, so this is very interesting. The report is devastating among the report's conclusions. These stand out. That due to the influence of Israel's powerful supporters in the United States, the White House deliberately covered up the fact of this attack from the American people. That due to continuing pressure by the pro-Israel lobby in the United States, this attack remains the only serious naval incident that has never been thoroughly investigated by Congress. To this day, no surviving crew member has been permitted to officially and publicly testify about the attack. That there has been official cover-up without precedent in American naval history. The existence of such a cover-up is now supported by statements of Rear Admiral Merlin Staring, United States Navy retiring, former Judge Advocate General of the Navy, and Captain Ward Boston, U.S. Navy retiring, and Chief Counsel to the U.S. Navy's 1967 Court of Inquiry of Liberty attack. That the truth about Israel's attack and subsequent White House cover-up continues to be officially concealed from the American people to the present day, and is a national disgrace. That a danger to our national security exists whenever our elected officials are willing to subordinate American interests to those of any foreign nation, and specifically are unwilling to challenge Israel's interests when they conflict with American interests. This policy, evidenced by the failure to defend USS Liberty and the subsequent official cover-up of the Israeli attack, endangers the safety of Americans and the security of the United States. After interviewing many of the survivors, Captain Ward Boston, who was assigned to cover up the attack and afterwards repudiated the cover-up, and Bill Knutson, the executive officer of the USS America Fighter Squadron that was called back on orders from the White House and lengthy discussions with Moore, my former colleague at the Center for Strategic and International Studies. I have written about the Israeli attack on the Liberty a number of times. My conclusion: all who discount the influence of Israel on the United States government are ignorant fools. Interesting there indeed. To all those politicians, whether federal or state, that supported anti-BDS bills that came to law, which is, is unconstitutional. All right, there's a whole list. I give a whole list in Florida as well. You're a bunch of ignorant fools, including Governor Ron DeSantis, on this particular subject. And anyone else that wants to belly up for a nation that's not even a replica to us. Folks, you need to read the basic law on Israel, or the Knesset, and tell me if they have a Bill of Rights. AIPAC, Anti-Defamation League, all these organizations that lobby for any person in Congress for foreign influence interest is absolutely treasonous, unacceptable, null and void. And all you folks out there still worry about the Russian collision. Drink that Kool-Aid, you'll be free. La 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 la. Fortunately for me, I just first knew about the USS Liberty. Briefly, I was saying. When I read magazine Soldiers of Fortune. I have people who are like military, not obsessives, but fascinators, and they shared the magazines with me when we were, I was in junior high, and I first, there's a book on it, and I never take the initiative to go further to, like later on in life, but I always kept in mind about that Israel attacking the USS Liberty. And of course, there's one article from this Jewish American website guy that says, "Oh well, it's done, case closed. Like they made a mistake. We're sorry." Shoot. And they gave them money, which is probably donated by the United States originally. Sharing the wealth. Foreign aid is redistribution of wealth. Period. Hey, we shouldn't give foreign aid to no one, including Israel. That does not make me anti-Semitic. The truth is coming out on this matter. People are learning about this, which is good, regardless of your political beliefs. This is why the order has to end. The one world order. This is part of the one world order agenda, as far as I'm concerned. And anyone else that was involved in covering this up are less patriotic than Benedict, including the late ungrateful Lyndon Backstabbing Johnson. One of the sleazeballs. And you worry about Donald Trump as being the worst president? You haven't studied history. And don't get me wrong, I'm critical of the man as well. If Donald Trump had the balls, he should do an executive order, not executive order, but a request in his next State Union address to investigate, an independent investigation on this horrific event. I wouldn't say it'd be a guarantee anyway, because Sheldon Adelson will go, "You're my property, Mr. President." Something to look at, folks. But, like I said before, this has to be open. People take the initiative and look this up. And definitely look up the Moore report from wikisource.org. I might have to do that. There's plenty of videos on there on this matter. YouTube, archive.org, which is a good site, library site. So plenty of places you can check it out. It is very amazing. Yeah, the Moore report from Wikisource. I'm going to have to do that as well. So, all right. So next one here will be like, doing a real brief one. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, all right, awesome. So there's one little brief here, and this one came from Bob Livingston. This week's news that wasn't. Curing, faking, executing, quoting, neutralizing the most cancerous robotic propaganda. Look at this Bernie Iflick fakeries and the fake news. Did I talk about this? Yes, I have. Huh. Oh, yeah. Yes, I did. Good grief. Oh, well. Okay, cool. Well, to be very honest, my friend, you know what I'll do right now is put that wiki, do the Moore report from Wikisource. I'm going to add that to the memo, and everyone can read it, including myself. Absolutely. Oh, here it is. Excellent. It'll be from wikisource.org. Of course, observe responsibly. Very interesting indeed. And a couple other links in here as well. And that will be it. So I'm going to add that to the memo. And that will be it. I thank everyone for listening. Plus, feel free to download and share us throughout social media networks. If you have any questions, comments, or something interesting you want to check out, whatever you do, please send your correspondence to Quorum. Furthermore, I'm going to leave all my footnote, and of course, social media site and email addresses on my Spreaker page. Once again, thank you for your time. Plus, always remember that the maniac resistance, something for the soul, can liberate humanity. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Keep on spreading the love. May your guardian spirits be with you.